By the way, I'm going to lay it out right now. If they don't hit 700K, watch Dave Meltzer go, well, it was because Chicago was on tonight. Chicago MD, PD, and Fire, and Major League Baseball. That's what he's going to do. He's going to blame it on all that.
Yeah, he tried to badmouth NXT's rating when they had the debate and the playoff games, too. He didn't bring up either of those. He was just saying how
I was just going to say that, dude. And NXT got like a
895.
895.
Just under 9. Yeah. Which is really good.
I think I have that in Dave Meltzer news here, actually. We'll pull it up and yeah, here,
that's it.
Play him a flute. Everybody, flutes in the chat. It is time for a Dave Meltzer dumb moment of the week. Shelton Benjamin just debuted in AEW as well. We'll give it a Anyways, though, it's time for a Dave Meltzer dumb moment of the week. If the flutes are playing, I'm so sorry. StreamYard, man, it hates me.
We heard it.
Anyways, though, so Dave Meltzer says, NXT did 895 and a 0.26. Premiere usually is much higher than the show settles in at. Week 3 to 4 is when you really get a better feel for it. So no, like, wow, they did exceptionally well, factoring in that it's a premiere show. Probably bumped it, but they were also against 2 football games or whatever they were against. He couldn't have
baseball playoffs and the vice presidential debate.
Oh, yeah, in the presidential debate. So he couldn't have said any of that even, but he just has to put it like that. It'll probably drop off. Meanwhile, if that was AEW, he'd be like, man, there was a cricket game. My daughter had a tennis match. There was the presidential debates. Biden took it. Usher was at a strip club. Like, he'd have a million excuses.
All I want is that in weeks 3 and 4 that they hit 1 million viewers. Just please, that would be so great. Just to see how he tries to spin that.
Man, I hope they do. And here's the thing: they didn't overload this. Like, yeah, Punk was on the show, and like Miz, I think, Miz was there, but they didn't. I wanted to review those shows, but yeah, he did a Miz TV, but they weren't like overloaded. Cena, Undertaker. It wasn't
all the matches were NXT people. It wasn't like they brought in.
But guys, in a week though, sorry to interrupt Jake, but this has to be said before I forget this because I wanted to bring it up earlier to Awful and I completely forgot, so I got to say it now before I forget. They're going head to head in like a week or two. Dynamite and NXT. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's next week. Hang on, I can check.
I can't wait. Yes,
it's Tuesday the 8th. I can see it on my DVR right now.
Stream, honestly, dude, we gotta do that. We're gonna figure this out, guys. I'll let you know. At Pro Wrestle Times, make sure you tap in on the socials and in the Discord. So Meltzer, though, dumb moment, and yeah, he really can't even give them one thing ever. But yeah, I can't wait for that head-to-head, and I can't wait for the Dave. I can't wait for the Dave Copium after that head-to-head. Sorry, Jake, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying, I really hope their rating was affected by the debate and the games. And then weeks 3 and 4, they get like 1.2 or just whatever in the demo, whatever, to just make Dave look like a complete numpty.
He could have just covered his own ass. It's so true.
Yeah.
But then that would be admitting that NXT could have did a million by his logic too, though. Like that would be because he uses the excuse for AEW. So then it's like, okay, if you use the same excuse for WWE, then you're then estimating. Probably what then NXT would have did 1 million, but he can't say that truthfully.
God forbid, no, because not only does he hate everything WWE, but he hates NXT the most. Like anytime he can on NXT, he would.
Anyways, though, at Brandon Thurston says the judge in the Kevin Kelly and Tate Twins lawsuit against AEW has approved the ceiling of their talent contracts. Now, guys, update from PWT: everyone's radio silent because obviously this thing's going on. So I have did a little, hey, would you want to come on the show? Or, hey, could we get, not trying to be the hot news, but just reaching out, man. These people reach out to me, I'm going to reach everyone's radio silent, just so you know. So, but it's approved the ceiling of their talent contracts, which are submitted as exhibits, and the redactions in their complaint that references their contracts. It would have otherwise been the first time any AEW talent contracts were made public. I don't know. That sucks for me because that's what I wanted so badly is one of the things. So the judges took a big L on that one. So we don't get to see anybody's contracts, which really sucks balls. AEW Collision flies into a white hole. Footage unedited. We're going to get Don Stevens. No audio. I'm going to cut the audio off. We're going to get Stevens, but let me scrub. So this match is going on. Jarrett and Hangman, look.
Yeah.
It just like goes blank. It blanks out. You're like, okay, blanks out again. And then I'll play this. And then look, it's just like blank. Cuts back in on the match. Keep going. AEW Collision.
This is the best part.
What the? And then it like whites out. Here, let's see.
Yeah, they get to a white screen for a minute.
Goes
and
to
then it
the
back
commercial.
Oh, this. Yeah, that's what it is.
Just silliness.
Yeah.
So who even knows what's going on, man? Hopefully they can get that in order. Here's Pro Wrestling
On a
Counselor who
tape
says
show,
that
too.
Swerve Strickland lied about his WWE contract tampering. We covered this earlier in the show a bit, but we'll read the quote. Yeah, it wasn't like the words re-sign. They asked about my availability. No one was tampering in all this, bro. They never contacted me. They contacted my representation. I'm at a stage now where I enjoy the fact that I don't have that direct contact. When you were progressing and getting higher and you're in rooms with people like Charlemagne the God, you have to kind of keep space in between those types of conversations. No, you don't. Jesus Christ. You can check my phone. It's never been there. I never had direct contact. But he was saying he has receipts and check my phone or whatever about to Raj about, and Raj deleted his tweets saying that they didn't contract tamper or whatever. You know, because the thing is they tried to bring all of Hit Row back. So they didn't know Swerve signed with AEW, and Swerve said, contact my people or whatever, or they contacted his people. So there you go, dude. That was never a contract tampering, and it doesn't matter what they value you. WWE is going to value you one way. You value yourself one way. AEW values you another way. And then if you want to look at objective data, we can talk about who's right and all that. But I'm never going to say don't bet on yourself. But anyways, Swerve goes like, it's never been there. I never had direct contact, whatever. So it was a lie. He was lying. Liar!
So that's now Swerve.
Goddamn liar!
So that's now Swerve and Regal that Tony lied about, because Tony said that, you know, that Regal wanted out of his contract when his mom was sick, and Regal said no. I immediately hung up when that was happening.
So here we go. Here's another one. Like, watch this. Jamie Hayter just came back. She's in a Saraya Rules match, and I'm gonna scrub because they go so hard on me now. Here, look at this.
Shocking.
A suplex into cars.
Yeah, they're
look
like
at how she
Hot
botches the
Wheels.
landing. I'm gonna show you guys it. Look, she botches it. Terrible landing.
Jesus, she just came back.
She just came back after like a year or two, dude. Boom.
And now that he's adding injury time, she's never got a chance to get out of there. She's gonna be stuck there forever.
And guys, those are literal Hot Wheels on the table. That is not a joke. It ain't even Christmas time. They weren't trying to. They put Hot Wheels on the
at least
table.
if you're gonna do that, wait till Hot Wheels sponsors you. Like,
Yeah,
they just
wait
did
till
it for,
Home Alone is on, and we're all thinking that. You know, it's just like, I don't know what they're doing. So it's amazing to see. This is Counselor again. He says it's amazing to see how the Freakazoids don't know how capitalism works. And so let me see what this. I don't even think I read this. So Drain Maker says the 2023 contract between WWE and State of San Antonio has revealed that WWE has an exclusivity period with venues they book. Yeah, happens all the time. So with this agreement, other wrestling promotions such as AEW can't book those venues, promote their shows, or start selling tickets 90 days before and 60 days after WWE does their show. Yep. And then this Burying Smarks says, since when did wrestling fans turn into attorneys and law enforcement? They're out here arguing about state taxes and venue contracts. Wrestling fans don't even pay their own taxes and vote for laws in their own state. Y'all got the game up. IWC is addicted to making, we know, making whatever. He's nail on the head. I don't know if Bamager was just putting this out, but he hates the feds. So there you go. I got so many people melting down about this too, where I was like, nobody in WWE gave up about this at all. They just are mad about the Lucha Bros, because this guy wrote the moment that shook WWE to their core. And the reason they said this was because Danielson's doing the yes thing, and they're trying to refile their trademark or whatever WWE is, right? We talked about it earlier. So I just quote tweeted it, and it's like, no one gave a fuck about this moment in WWE. Like, they're just mad about the Lucha Bros, and that's why they're trying to refile the trademark. They're not shook.
Exactly.
No one's shook. So
because he's been doing the yes for, like, he said he wasn't going to do it at the beginning, and then he started doing it like maybe a year ago. He's been doing it for a while.
Machiavelli DTA, shout him out, great follow. Another fightful opinion that ignores that AEW had a wealth of experience from legends like JR and Punk and refused to take advantage from them. Of them is what he meant. This Fightful overbooked a code name for the mentally. Okay, come on now. Oh, come on now. Machiavelli. So Kylie Fightful says, "Don't know how anyone can hate this. Give me Benjamin versus Bowens and let them cook." It's funny though, because yeah, it's
Give
funny
me a
though,
reason.
yeah, and it's funny because Max Caster was the one, and we watched it on the
Right.
show, guys, who was like, "No, I don't want Shelton Benjamin in the company." So I quote tweeted this, and I was like, "Yeah, tell her to tell that to his tag partner." Because Caster was like, "No, why would we want Benjamin in here?"
And
Like,
CVV
I
brought
could
up
take it.
Benjamin.
I could do, yeah, with
Yeah.
CVV. He's like, I could
Yeah.
do what they want him to do. So truthfully, no, I don't want him here. But like, I don't, he's like, I don't hate the guy,
Yeah.
but no, I don't want him here. Kylie goes, imagine if you applied for a job and they were like, actually, we already have people who worked where you used to work, so we can't hire you, even though you're immensely qualified and would bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our company. It's hilarious because that's exactly what Max Caster said on CVV, Kylie. So it's so funny how you say this, and the people in AEW are the ones, literally people who work there are the ones who say that. So I don't know. Hilariously, like, the universe never stops giving me these ironic moments with the IWC where it's like, Jesus Christ, man, how the do I pay more attention to all the wrestling than you? You know what I mean? Are you supposed to be the news? I should be the news, but I'm not. I don't want to be, but like, I should be. I pay more attention to it than you. Like, it's crazy, dude. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin's there tonight, so shout him out. Amazing.
I wish he would have gone to TNA as well, because he would have had better matches and better book probably. But he's got to get the bag with his age. I mean, what's he like? He's in his mid-40s, isn't he? He's got to get that Tony Khan money.
Chris Connor, I wanted to ask you though, what do you think about Hurt Syndicate or Hurt Business in AEW? Like, can MVP make a difference, and does a guy like Bobby Lashley turn heads and make a difference?
No, because he's gonna screw it up. I mean, look at how many big men have been screwed up by Tony Khan. Wardlow, Hobbs, Lance Archer, Miro, even Samoa Joe, Morrissey. He can't book big men. So he's, as I said, he's going to job Bobby Lashley to like Pockets Cassidy or No Muscles Garcia. And we're all going to sit there and go, what the F are you doing?
Or he won't job him out initially, but he'll have a super competitive match. He'll go 17 minutes with Pockets.
If Garcia chokes out Benjamin or Lashley, I will never watch AEW again. At Wrestling Mark 16 goes, I remember the morning of my wedding day and thinking I'd never wake up feeling that excited again.
Oh,
that has just changed.
Please stop. Stop.
You what? I'll take things.
I want this company to die. I really want it to die, this company. It's just because everybody will go away. All the sickos will go away for good. Just
no, they won't.
That's the thing, is they won't. They'll just complain more about WWE. These types of people. These are the people that why nobody wants to watch AEW. Jesus, that's painful to read.
The streaming wars. Yeah, it's all gonna change. Oh yeah, MVPEE. That's what he's called when he's on my plane.
No, MVP.
I want to get that joke off earlier, but I didn't
that's the cross streaming wars. MVPEE. That's cross streaming wars. It's a bit different.
Yeah. So Ethan Page on if he quit wrestling. Ethan Page listens to PWT Confirmed.
If I wasn't here and everything kind of flopped, I probably would have started like a YouTube channel / podcast and just ripped apart professional wrestling.
Like everybody else does, right?
And burned a bunch of bridges and made like a bunch of money just telling stories I probably never should have told. So anyone's career that I did not explode on my hypothetical YouTube channel, you can all thank Shawn Michaels for saving your careers, because I definitely would have told everything if I wasn't.
Love it. Ethan Page, come on the show. Whenever you're done, you're welcome here.
Man, you can just see how much happier he is, like in a company that actually is giving him like a chance. Like, you can see it.
You know the ending story of him in TNA, where he told, of all people, Don Callis, there's a Karate Man. I really do that. Callis basically forces him to do Karate Man to kill off his character. He goes to AEW, and guess who ends up in AEW with an ear to a Tony Khan? Oh, yes, Don Callis. That must have been like for him, like, you mother. Why are you here? What, they hired this idiot? I can't get rid of him. He's the gay, creepy stalker.
You can see him sitting there eating catering, and Callis comes around the corner, just flips the table. I'm out of here.
My bad. Wrestling Mark is the biggest loser in the history of life. He has overtaken Real One. Oh my god.
I don't know if we're going for biggest loser.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's beat Bixen Span yet. Bixen Span, I still feel like is king loser.
Yeah, Meltzer. Meltzer is Meltzer wants to just like dry hump Tony Khan.
Isn't it awesome? We have so many fools to choose from. No Bixen Span, no Thurston, no Meltzer. I love it. See, that's why this show and my gimmick's the best, because if AEW went away, it wouldn't affect it. These guys would all still be lying about everything, and I'd still be making fun of them all. So I love it. So many fools to choose from.
And they would be even more to make fun of, because they would have their not sources in WWE and think they have them, and they're just getting everything wrong repeatedly.
Yes. It's amazing. This guy goes, please God, take all of. Oh, look at this sicko. This sick bastard. He deserves another. So Freshly Hooked says, please God, take all of Luchasaurus's pain, quintuple it, and distribute it evenly between Saraya, Ronnie Radke, and Chris Jericho. What a piece of dude.
What? Who's that? Yeah, I'm gonna post this.
I hate this promotion. I really hate it. It like destroys all like sanity, and it kills like TNA and NWA and all these other promotions, because they're overpaying people, so nobody wants to go to anybody else, because hey, we'll get Tony Khan money. We'll sit there for 3 years and do nothing, but we'll get Tony Khan.
Oh, you can hear it in your voice. Just the defeat, just the sadness. You're not mad. You're just sad about it.
Guys, I'm proud to announce a big announcement here. I'm proud to announce Ryan Satin officially blocked me.
What did you do?
Can I get him? Yeet. Yeet. So Cancel Unleashed. So I had Satin's post here, but he's since blocked me. So Cancel Unleashed, Brad Shepard says, the guy who some would say was one of the biggest gatekeepers in wrestling media has something to say about gatekeeping in wrestling. What's next? Sean Sapp and friends speaking out against doxing, followed by Meltzer lecturing his peers on ethics and journalism. Oh my God, Sicko Wars. I love it, but I forget what Satin said because he blocked me, but it was there. I had it. So I love Sicko Wars. You guys know that. So this person tweets out, remember when people were saying that Hook was better than Dirty Dom? How's that working out? Yeah, that's true. And then dirtsheet.net, hot take. AEW has done as good or better with Hook than WWE has done with Dominic Mysterio. However, because of how badly WWE wrecked Taz's reputation as a wrestling legend, the IWC at large doesn't take Hook as serious or care as much as they do about Dominic. What the? That's so dumb. You guys are not even addressing the point. You're just saying Dom is a better heel. Well, he is. But you're not acknowledging that the point that WWE sabotaged Taz's career. How? He wanted to go there. He said it profusely and thusly sabotaged Hook's future. How does Taz's career in WWE sabotage Hook's future in AEW? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard ever. Cope.
They speak so matter-of-factly, where they like when they have like thusly, or when they say clearly this is this. No, that's not what that means. Oh my God, no. Hook is where he is now because Tony Khan has booked him the exact same since 2021, and it's been terrible.
Here's the one advantage you can say that has nothing to do with Tony Khan or Hook or Dominic. Dominic at least had his father still wrestling, so that was the easiest, angle you could do it. Hey, a father who's still active and gets beat up and turned on his son, and then actually have the match. And after his son is just poking, I give him that. There's nothing Hook could do. His dad can no longer wrestle. It would just look awful.
Sure,
fine. Everything else, so it's like Hook doesn't do promos that much. He has not been given anybody you can say you care about one way or the other in the last couple of years. He's been stuck with friggin' Jericho, who people want to go away, or Luke. I am basically the Young Bucks bitch Perry, who everybody else wants them to go away. It's like there is nothing you can do to help Hook out with booking him with some of the people they booked him with. Nothing. As you can tell, I have discussed so much discovery.